Na festa do fim de semana, só rolê bom. Ela chega e desencana com passo bem solto. Passo bem solto. Passo bem solto.
Got another awesome cosplay here on Saturday. Let's check it out. So tell me about your cosplay.
So I am Misa from Death Note, one of my favorite animes.
Absolutely, I love it. So how long did it take you to put this together?
Not very long, honestly. Probably like a week, trying to find the right dress, trying to find the right wig, and, the little accessories I just found online.
Absolutely. So what's something you could tell about Death Note to get newer people that haven't really seen it to join the fan base?
I would say, it's a really good starter anime for people that, don't really know if they would like anime. It's, kind of a psychological thriller, honestly. It constantly keeps you on the edge of your seat. When I first watched it, it was, each episode that ended, I needed to watch the next one to figure out what's going on in the next episode. So honestly, I would just highly recommend it as almost like a starter for anybody, just for that appeal.
Absolutely, I love that. So what's something you could tell, what's some advice you can give to newer cosplays out there that want to join the fun but don't really think they can do it?
I feel like it's picking outfits that are, I guess, more mainstream. If you want to do kind of a Harley Quinn or almost like a Spider-Man, it's an easy way to kind of dip your feet in, because that can also be a Halloween type costume. And then after that, it's just coming to more conventions, you see that everybody dresses in pretty much anything. So as you get more comfortable, I feel that's the best advice I can give is just start doing it and start small and then just make your way up.
Absolutely, the sky is the limit. I love that. Can you give everybody a nice pose for your cosplay for people at home?
Yeah, sure.
Ready? And then what's your social media so we can tag you when it goes live?
Chris Loyloy, KRISLOYY. LOY.
So tell me about your cosplay.
I'm cosplaying as the Hatbox Ghost from Haunted Mansion.
I love that. So how long did it take you to make this?
It took about a week, on and off, after work. So, yeah.
That's awesome, man. So what are some of the materials you used to make the head?
So the head is 3D printed, and then I added some foam clay on top of it to sculpt the face, and then the whole hair is just a wig that I styled myself.
That's awesome, man. So what's some advice you can give for newer cosplayers that want to do this as well?
The simpler, the better. The better you can sell the illusion, the easier it is than overcomplicating the whole structure of the cosplay. And definitely a bit more of a prioritization on the process helps so much, especially if you don't have as much time.
Yeah, I love that, man. So what's something you could tell us about the Haunted Mansion for those of us who don't know what that is?
The Haunted Mansion is basically this guy that owns this mansion, and he's trying to collect as many souls as he can. And it turns out it's a ride on Disney, and they're basically just trying to collect your soul. But in the end, you end up unscathed, and you're all good to go. But
awesome.
He's basically the main villain of the show.
Awesome, man. What's your social media so we can tag this when this goes live?
My social media is Kuruvada. It's written up here on my little hat box.
Absolutely, man. Can you give us a quick pose for the people watching at home? Check it out. So tell me about your cosplay.
So this took a year and a half to make. It's all 3D printed. It's got the panel here. What else? My first 3D printed cosplay ever.
Absolutely, man. It's awesome, man. So what's some advice you can give to newer cosplayers out there that want to do this as well?
You're going to make a lot of mistakes. Accept that ahead of time. Every mistake that you make, someone else has already made that mistake, and they got through it, and so can you.
I love that, man. So what's something about Toy Story that you can tell people out there that don't really know what that is, so that to join the fan base?
Toy Story was the first fully animated movie ever made by Pixar. It was also their first movie that they ever made. Completely changed the world of 3D animation, and that's all because it has a great story. It's got great characters. If you watch it with your kids are going to make you watch it 500 more times because they're going to love it that much.
That's awesome, man. So what's your social media so we can tag you in this when it goes live?
Absolutely. My social media is Ben's Right Brain on all platforms.
I love that, man. Can you give us a quick pose for the people at home?
Absolutely.
So tell me about your cosplay.
I'm Izuku Midoriya, or otherwise known as Deku.
I love
My Hero Academia.
Absolutely. So what's something you could tell us about My Hero for those of us who don't know what that is, so they can get watching and join the fan base?
Sure. My Hero Academia is an anime that is about superheroes. It's a superhero school specifically in a world where superheroes are regulated, they have to be trained, they have to go to school, they have to get a license, and then they could be a superhero. So it's almost like a career. And the anime follows a character that has like crazy powers, and he's got to like learn how to grow and deal with that, as well as, you know, of course, fight crime and evil and villains and all that stuff.
That's awesome, man. So how long did it take you to make this cosplay?
I didn't make the full costume. I 3D print props and crafts. I made the LED strip with the bands. The person who designed this is Crafted by Bricks. She took about 6 months to make it, and I made the helmet myself. So parts of it are me, most of it, like any sewing and like fabric, is her, because I just 3D print and made this LED thing.
That's awesome, man. So what's some advice you can give to newer cosplayers that want to join in on the fun?
I'd say don't let other people influence you. Just do it for fun. Because there's a lot of like negativity in the community when it comes to like competition and trying to outdo other people and be better. I'd say if you're going to start cosplaying, make sure that you're not looking for fame, you're not looking for attention, you're just doing it for fun. You want to be this character, you want to look like this character, do it. Don't be like, oh, my outfit looks better than theirs and stuff, because that's just going to lead you down a rabbit hole of, you know, feeling bad about yourself eventually. So I'd say go for it, you know, start simple if you want. Because, you know, you don't want to stress yourself out, don't want to put too much work on yourself. See if it's your thing. So start cheap, start small, and go at it with a good attitude.
That's awesome, man. So what's your social media so we could tag you in this when it goes live?
My social across everything is Andrew_Studios. So Andrew Studios, the underscore between.
That's awesome, man. For the people watching at home, can you give us a really cool pose? So tell me about your cosplay.
How's it going? I'm Agent Venom.
Agent Venom? So
That's right.
how long did it take you to make this cosplay?
I've been working on this really since November of last year, various bits and pieces. You know, I didn't really work on it for most of the spring and summer. Picked it up again this fall, finished up the rest of it. This I made last year, these I made last year. Pretty much everything else made in September, October this year.
That's awesome, man. So what's some new advice you can give to newer cosplays out there that really want to join the fun?
Don't be afraid to make mistakes. If you see something and you're trying to make something and it just ends up being a total disaster, it's not a disaster. It was a learning experience. And you know, no matter how much it doesn't end up the way you think it might in your head, it's still valuable and it's still worth throwing on and still worth coming to a convention.
I love that, man. So what can you tell us about Agent Venom for those of us at home that don't know who that is?
Well, Flash Thompson, Peter Parker's high school bully, gets his legs blown off and then works for the government, gets the Venom symbiote and becomes Agent Venom, working for the government. He's got 1 million guns that differentiates him from normal Venom. Yeah, he's usually a good guy. He joins the Guardians of the Galaxy for a while, does some Venom stuff in space, then he dies. But I'm sure he's still around somewhere.
That's awesome, man. So what's your social media so we could tag this tag you when it goes live?
At SnowJedi6 on Instagram.
Absolutely. But for the people at home, can you give us your best superhero pose?
That's right.
All right. Check it out. So tell me about your cosplay.
I'm Queen Amidala from Star Wars Episode 1.
Absolutely, I love it. So how long did it take you to make this?
So I only made the headpiece. It did take me about 8 months or so, and then I commissioned someone for the gown.
Absolutely, I love it. So what's some newer advice you can give to cosplayers out there that want to join in on the fun?
So your cosplay does not have to be as elaborate as this, because the most important thing is to have fun. So if something is stressful or you're doing something that you don't know how to do, like sewing, like I don't know how to sew, it's better to either figure out something else that's within your skill level or save up your money and have someone else do it for you.
I love that. So what's something you could tell us about Queen Amidala for those of us who don't know who that is in Star Wars?
Yeah, so Queen Amidala is actually the mother of Luke and Leia. She is in the prequels, and she, in the first movie, was an elected official, which is the queen position. And she was only 14 at the time, and that's when she met Anakin Skywalker.
I love that. What's your social media so we can tag you in this when it goes live?
Yeah, so on Instagram, on Instagram, I'm Crimson_Quinn_.
I love that. Can you give us a really good queen pose for the people at home? So tell me about your cosplay.
So my cosplay is Lord Draken, one of the Power Rangers that turned bad, and he wanted to dominate the world and destroyed all of the Power Rangers.
Absolutely. So how long did it take you to make this cosplay?
This one took me close to 2 years to make. 2 years because I had multiple malfunctions, and then I didn't know how to get the Velcros attached. It took me a while to create.
Right, so for those of us out there that don't know about Power Rangers, what's something you could tell us about Power Rangers to get people to join the fan base?
So about Power Rangers I would say is family friendly, it's fun to watch, it's very, very entertaining, and I will highly recommend people to watch.
Right, so with the passing of JDF, do you think we'll ever see Lord Draken on the live screen?
No, I don't think so, because nobody else could have played that part better than he did. So I don't think so.
What do you think of for the community right now, the direction that Power Rangers is going, especially with the new Netflix movie that they had released?
Well, with the direction that it's going, I think it will catch more viewers to watch it more and go back to the original, because the original, they can never top that. The original was always the best to watch.
Absolutely. What's your social media so when this goes live, we can tag you in it?
Sure. My social media is lnene831_.
Awesome, man. For everybody at home, can you give us your best morphin pose?
Sure.
So tell me about your cosplay.
I guess I'm supposed to be Baypool or Dead Max. So
That's awesome. So how long did it take you to make this?
actually I made last year. I came in here as just Baymax, so I just repainted the thing.
That's awesome, man. So what's some advice you can give for everybody out there at home that wants to join the cosplay community but isn't sure how?
I just went through YouTube. Also, my daughter is a big cosplayer, so I had a lot of help with her. Yeah.
Absolutely, man. I love that. So what's something you could tell everybody at home about Baymax or Deadpool to really get them to join that fan base?
I guess just watch Big Hero 6. Then Deadpool. Deadpool is known. It doesn't need no introduction or anything. Yeah. So.
Absolutely, man. What's your social media so when this goes live, we can tag you in it?
My Instagram is Kim_the_great_. No underscore. Sorry, Kim the Great.
With no underscore at the end?
Kim, yeah. Kim_the_great_.
Awesome, man. For everybody at home, can you give us your best superhero pose? So tell me about your cosplay.
I'm James Sutherland from Silent Hill 2.
Absolutely. How long did it take you to make this cosplay?
Well, it's all bought over the years. I made the sign, and as you can see, it's an actual pipe iconic to Silent Hill video games. But I'm looking for my wife, Mary. Has anyone seen her?
I haven't seen her. I hope you find her for real.
Yeah.
So what's something about Silent Hill that you could tell everybody out there to get them to join that fan base?
Well, it's all about psychological horror. It's not all jump. It's all about the story. It's very deep. It goes very into types of horror that not general games do.
I love that. What's your expectations for the new remaster of Silent Hill 2?
It came out last week, but yeah, it's probably the best version of Silent Hill you can probably play. And obviously it's easy, anyone can get it, and it just came out, so I recommend it.
Absolutely, man. So what's some advice you can give to newer cosplayers out there that want to join the fan base?
Yeah, it's just look online. This is for like a Konami shop. This coat, I just literally wore it for the first time. I had another coat, but this is like, it's easy to get, so you can build your own James if you want. Pretty easily.
That's awesome, man. What's your social media? So when this goes live, we can tag you.
Yeah, it's Kenneth Pereira. Kenneth_Pereira. Pereira on Instagram.
That's awesome, man. For everybody at home, give us your best pose so we can mark it and find your wife. Let's check it out. So tell me about your cosplay.
So my cosplay is Lady Dimitrescu from Resident Evil Village.
That's awesome. How long did it take you to put this cosplay together?
About a month and a half-ish.
Absolutely. So what's something you could tell me about Resident Evil for the fans out there in the world that don't know what this Resident Evil is about?
It's a long-running franchise by Capcom, and it is a very good horror survival adventure game. So definitely check it out, and maybe you encounter me in there.
Awesome. I hope I do. I hope you don't kill me in the game.
I may do so.
Absolutely. So what's some advice you can give to newer cosplayers out there that want to join the community?
Just do it. Don't bother, but don't let anybody stop you. Just do it and get out there and enjoy yourself.
I love it. So what's your social media? When this goes live, we can tag you in it.
So my social media is Dark Arts Cosplay Design. So feel free to tag, and love to see you all.
Absolutely. For all the people at home, can you give us your scariest pose for everybody?